Good morning, you beautiful Rockin' D Beard lovers. I always have to think about what I'm going to say, and then I think about what I'm going to say, and then I don't say it, and then I just kind of just ramble about random things that pop in my head. Uh, so it's Saturday morning, 70 degrees, very nice in Houston. Uh, I come out here and enjoy the backyard. And since the freeze and the snow and all that fun, exciting adventure that we had with no power, no water for a couple of days, the backyard is seriously depressing. So I've got to go to the nursery. I've got to get some flowers. I've got to get some color in my life. Uh, it's depressing. Before the freeze, man, the backyard was looking amazing. Everything started sprouting, and there was actually some things blooming, and it was really nice. Yeah, so I got to get back to that. I don't know if this how long it's going to take for it to, once it gets frozen. How long does it take for it to restart, reboot growth? I don't know this, but I know it'll come back. Just it's going to be a little bit of a setback. But meanwhile, I'm going to put some temporary color in my life. I don't know. I've got some stock updates going on. I don't know if you guys, how many of you guys bought AMC? AMC. Uh, I definitely believe in the company. I support the company. I got a lot of money in the company right now with the stocks. It went from, it's been a roller coaster. If you watch it daily or hourly or even per minute, it'll stress you the hell out. I can go from minus 10,000 up 12,000 back to up 200. It's just insane. But next week's going to be interesting. There was a lot of call options and that were placed. I don't do options, so if anybody does that, good for you. I'd prefer to buy the stock and just hold it. I don't do a whole lot of day trading, buy and sell the same day is what that means. I do. I may buy it on Monday and sell it Thursday, depending on how much, how well I do. But there's some stocks that you can buy and you can sell almost every week. You buy, you always hear buy on the dip, or you may not even know. I know, and this is kind of something that I want to talk about that I've been thinking about. I know that there's a lot of people that watch YouTube and stuff about beard care, beard products, or they get on these live streams. Um, that's fine, but I mean, go ahead, do what you do, be you. If that's what you want to do. But also take it another step. I mean, if that's all you want to do, if that's you, then that's fine. But educate yourself a little bit about the stock market, or about anything, about all the innovation that's coming. Uh, there's some very interesting things that are going to happen in the next 5 years. You can already see there's going to be a big evolution. Big evolution. It's actually crazy, the craziness that's about to happen. If you do a little, just watch a few videos and you can see it coming to light. I mean, it's going to happen. There's going to be a time, and I'm actually thinking about it right now, to sell my car. I got one car. I'm going to keep one car. I'm going to sell one car. I've been debating this for the last, since COVID. I've been like, I'm sitting here paying insurance for this car, and it's just sitting here. So I'm just throwing, $100 a month on a car that's just sitting. That bothers me. I don't like to waste money. So if I need to go to work, I can Uber to work for anywhere from $4 to $6. And that's just one way. So if you do that, if I do that times two, so it cost me $12, and I tip the guy $1 both ways, so $14, something like that. If I tip him, I don't know, something around that range. Ultimately, if I multiply that and I come up with a, and I'm sure there's going to be I'm just doing this randomly and not even thinking about the number. But before I did $6 a day, and I got 12, and then I averaged that I went into work 3 days a week, and it was like $240 was what my monthly expense was if I went into work 3 days a week for a month. $240. Well, my insurance is $100. So I save, it's $140 is what it's going to cost me to maintain, to cost me to travel, to go to work. I don't have to buy gas anymore. I don't have to buy tires. I don't have to worry about washing it. I don't need to change the oil. Even though, hell, I only drove the car like 4,000 miles. I don't even think it's that much. In the last year or year and a half or something like that. Before I was doing 25,000 miles easy a year, and now not so much. And that's mainly because I've moved closer into work. And if I can delete work, then I don't have to drive anywhere. So I need to delete work, and I'll save a lot of money. I may not have that income, but if I could delete work, I would save a lot of money on that part of it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then the next step of this is, in 3-4 years, hell, might even be faster. They don't know how fast things are going to happen. But there's going to be a time, and I can see this. I can foresee it. Hell, I've thought of it. And if I thought of it, then it's probably already developed and already in play, because usually that's the way it is. Somebody's already working on it. I've come up with some great ideas, and then the next thing you know, a week later, I see somebody that's already done it. They've already got it out and developed, and and I'm just like, missed it. Number one, if you don't have the money, don't matter how much money or how many great ideas, if you don't have the money to execute that great idea, then that's all it is an idea. So, but anyway, so I'm pretty comfortable in saying that one day I'm going to go to my iPad or my iPhone or my Samsung or whatever kind of device that may exist then. You're going to go and you're going to say, hey, I want to go from here to here. And you click it, and there's going to be a vehicle that's going to pop up. It's already happening in China. They're doing, it's actually it's not testing, it's actually happening. You order the car and there's nobody in it, and it takes you from A to B. There's also some things about car sharing that you can do that's in the works. It's right now I got cars sitting in a garage. They're basically a tick to my bank account. They are sitting there. They're costing me money. One of them I haven't paid for. One of them I have. But still, the insurance is sucking money out of my pocket. But if I can flip that and turn that, if I can buy a car that's autonomous and just turn on the Uber light, like what happens now with Uber and Lyft, you turn on when you want to go to work, you turn it off when you don't want to go to work. If I turn the switch on, and then those two cars, if I had two, those two cars are going to go to work, and they're going to make me money. I'm going to have to pay insurance, I'm going to have to pay gas, I'm going to have to probably pay some kind of additional. I'm sure eventually the insurance company will catch on, and they're going to be like, oh, you're carrying, passengers that aren't you're not even in the vehicle. So I'm sure, even though there's insurance companies going to do what insurance companies are going to do, they're going to screw you. So even though the autonomous vehicles are safer, speaking of that, I want to tell you this. I guess it was about 2 weeks ago. I'm driving in Houston, of course. It's a great place to commute. So I'm driving. I'm going about 70, and then all of a sudden, I am deciding if I'm going to change lanes or not. I'm trying to decide. Okay, I need to look. I look. I look. I look. And of course, I got the indicators on the mirrors to see and things like that that tell you that there's a car there. But still, I look anyway. Um, so I'm looking and I'm watching. I look in the side mirror and I'm watching this car. He is about to. You can tell he's kind of doing the same thing I am. He's kind of like, doing this behind me. And by the time I'm sitting there watching him, and I look back, and my car slams on the brakes and prevents me from running into the car that stopped in front of me. And this was pretty crazy. All the stuff in my car slammed up against the dashboard. Stuff went in the floorboard. Hell, I didn't even have time to scream. It was just like, whoom. It was pretty impressive. So why am I talking about that? So, actually, the car is safer without you in it, because you're not fast enough. The new cars have lasers, and they're detecting. They're shooting a laser beam out, and they're detecting, and they're calculating how the stopping distance. They have a range. If the car's going 70, it needs 15 feet to stop, or 5 feet to stop. And it stops quick. That car squatted. It was pretty cool. But it was also pretty scary. I realized then, if I would have been my other car that's a little bit older, that I would have been eating. I would have been eating some ass. So no, I don't even know. It could have. I probably would have hit that car, and then that car would have hit the other car, and that car would have hit the other car, and then it would have been, I would have had to pay for 3 cars. But maybe hell, the car in behind me would have slammed on their brakes and hit me, maybe. But anyway, everything saved the day, and that's a good thing. Speaking of, there was nobody behind me, even though this car, my car slammed on the brakes for me. Apparently, the car behind me must have had the same thing or whatever, because I stopped. And they didn't hit me, so that was there. Everything was good. So the technology is freaking amazing. I've already rambled on for 13 minutes about nothing. It's actually pretty interesting, though. I'm pretty excited about what's going to be happening in the future. I spend a lot of my time researching companies now, finding out what's hot, what's not. What company can I get into? Right now, currently, I don't have any drone stock, but you talk about a fascinating business opportunity model that's going to take place with drones. There's going to be a time. Is there going to be a time? I guess, I don't know if that's the right verbiage or not. But what's going to happen is I want my milk tea with boba. I'm going to click milk tea boba, and a drone is going to bring me my milk tea boba to me, for example. There's going to be a landing pad that's going to be determined by the drone. It needs to have a certain distance, safety distance, and all that. But they're talking about. Amazon it's coming. They got they have they got approved to fly 300 feet off the ground. They got that approval by the FAA. Almost said FDA. FDA is a freaking joke. They allow us to eat garbage, and it doesn't even matter. But anyway, FAA. So that's approved. So there's going to be some big steps moving. There's going to be some big things moving with drones also. That's pretty fascinating. If you can't see it, then you need to open your eyes and be more open to it. If you cannot see that coming, watch some videos, look at it. There's drones killing people. There's drones killing a nuclear scientist. You don't think that drone can't bring me a Big Mac? So it's definitely possible and definitely going to happen. They just got to work out the details, and then they ultimately got to figure out, there's going to be some safety factors. There's going to be an army of drones that are going to fly Big Macs. I hate McDonald's, so I shouldn't even say that. But there's going to be an army of these drones flying around delivering food and stuff. So, and they got to figure out. I think the biggest thing is they got to regulate it and figure out that, for example, third, fourth largest city. That's a lot of people to order their Happy Meal, Big Mac, your Wendy's, your Whopper. I don't eat fast food, so I don't even know what. Who else would be a? I like Burger Joint, so my Burger Joint. So my Burger Joint hamburger with my sweet potato fries. Yeah, so that's just 2, maybe 3 different examples of branching out and just watching some things, educating yourself a little bit more about the innovation that's coming. I find it very interesting. You should too. It's going to change your life, even if you look back and we had flip phones and we had pagers. It seems like forever ago, and then there was some advancement that took place. Boom, boom, boom. I remember I went to some store. It was the trending. Is it black? No, Sharp. What the hell's the name of it? Sharp something. Brook. Is it the Brook store? I don't know. There's 2 different. There's Brook store, I think, and then there's Sharp. Some other Sharp company. Sharp. I don't know. Anyway, you go in this store and they have like new devices. Microsoft has a store in the Galleria that has new innovative things like that. And so I went into this store and they had a video phone, and this video phone was $500 back then. And the concept was that you would video phone, basically FaceTime or WhatsApp video calling, but if you bought that phone, then you had to have somebody else on the other side to have it, and not everybody is going to have that technology, but they kind of got left behind. It was a great idea, and somebody stole it or ran with it, or they were already in plans or talks to have it. So there's going to be companies that are going to have kind of the same. There's going to be 10 companies that are trying to do the same thing, and you're going to see that there's only going to be maybe 2 winners, and everybody else is going to be kind of just. So that's the whole idea about diversity, the whole concept about diversity. Because one's going to be your shooting star up, and then the others are going to, they're going to go. There's going to be some hype, and there's going to be some things going on with it that everybody's going to love, but then it's going to deflate, and it's going to be like, nobody's going to buy this stuff. Like Blockbuster, for example. Blockbuster had a great, I didn't ever use them that much, but anyway, they had people that rented movies, because I hated, the late fees and stuff. I felt like they was taking advantage of that. So I didn't really do that too often, but they plateaued. They could not advance to the next level. They had chains. They had storefronts all over the United States and probably other places. I don't know. But that's an example of not being able to shift to the next part of innovation. It's a great example. So now you just go to Walgreens or wherever, and you go to Redbox. You pay $1. It costs less to go to Redbox. You pay $1.08 and get you a movie, and you take it back the next day. Or you can go online and get it for $4.99 and just stream it that way. It's great. Which brings me back to AMC. AMC, people love to go to the movies. They love it. I go. I enjoy it. But I'm not like an avid movie person. But the profit margin on popcorn and sodas is unbelievable. And those chocolate boxes or whatever, that's when you go to the dollar store and you buy a bunch of them and you take them, stick them wherever you can stick them. And you take them in there and enjoy them. But, man, I don't know. This is 21 minutes. So I guess this is going to be a YouTube channel video. Didn't anticipate this going on for this long. I think I'm going to go eat breakfast now. I'm out. Look for some more interesting rambles from the beard.